All right, guys, we're back with another video. I don't know what clip you saw last or what I was doing. I believe it should have been me getting this dude into the shop here. I don't know how far I'm gonna get tonight because it's already like 10:30 at night, and I plan on going to the local pull apart tomorrow around 7 a.m. They got a Black Friday sale, 50% off of everything. So I plan on being there around 7 a.m. and it's about an hour and a half drive. My goal is to get this wiring harness. I mean, you can see it's just everywhere. My goal is to get it all labeled of what it goes to, and get it all unplugged and through over here to the side. And then I would really love to get the transmission at least dropped out of this unit and start on the engine getting it out. I think the wiring of the labeling of the wires and undoing all that's gonna really take some time here because I'm gonna try to do it correctly, because I don't want to make that mistake of not knowing what plug goes where, and all that good stuff. In case you don't know, this is a 94 Chevrolet S10. I'm gonna do an LS swap with it. It's gonna be my first big project I ever do by myself. It's got some beat up dings and dangs and whiskey dents and doodads on there, but overall it should be a good unit. It's going to have a 4.8 in it with a 4L60E, so that's going to be a good deal. I'm going to try to do it right, and I got some projects planned for this. Like, I'm going to swap the brake booster to a smaller diameter one. I'm going to try to do the Holley HVAC box half here so I can keep the factory AC stuff. I'm gonna do like the power steering relocate. I'm gonna try to somehow retrofit this S10 AC compressor to the LS. I don't know if that's ever been done or if it's possible, but I think what I'm gonna start by tonight is just getting everything undone, like the wire and harness stuff, and then trying to get the transmission done. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but we'll go from there, okay? So yeah, like I said, I'm going to start by just getting everything labeled. Stuff that I know what's what. Like, it's hard to really know what's what here. Like, this is the AC compressor. I know that. This is the AC, I don't even know what you call this dude here. It's like a pressure switch, I believe it's called. AC. Yeah, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. This lighting situation is horrible, I know that. So I'm going to try to get where you guys can see also. Kind of see what I'm doing here. So I know this one back here is the HVAC resistor. I'm trying to do this, very beneficially and easy as I can. Like, I'll go ahead and show you what I'm working with as far as tools and stuff. I mean, I got the most basic set of metric wrenches. I got some DeWalt. I got a drill, a grinder, a reciprocating saw. And I just got some basic, there's a hammer, there's a flathead screwdriver, some vice grips. It's just your most basic pliers and picks and stuff like that. I got some sockets right there. So this is not going to be hard. It's not going to be rocket science and all that. So I'm just going to get everything labeled and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, so I just got the truck up in there. You're going to see me fight. We'll try to get this wiring harness down or unclipped so I can get it up. Good luck. First and foremost, let's do this way. You'll see me. I'm gonna scoot you back. First and foremost, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a jack stand on the front of this because I don't feel like dying tonight. I'm by myself. So that simple little, so I just put this jack stand under here. I'm by myself tonight. I mean, I don't feel like dying right now. I'm pretty sure my wife probably would, you know, appreciate me not doing that right now. So yeah, we're gonna, I'm gonna sit you right here. You're gonna see me struggle trying to get this wiring harness undone over here. I done broke out the cut all be all here, an old grinder. We're gonna make this work here. Oh, God almighty. We're gonna graduate from the grinder to the Sawzall. Saw me with the grinder. Now we're gonna graduate to the Sawzall. I gotta get this exhaust out from under this truck because I can't do nothing with it anyway. Now close your eyes. I'm gonna be cutting right above y'all's heads. I don't want y'all to get hurt. I just gotta figure out where I want to cut now. About right there, it looks good. So now I'll switch back to the death wheel. We're gonna see how this goes. Timber! What you're looking at is I managed to cut all these hangers off this exhaust without losing a finger. I actually got 10 fingers now, still, I guess. So I cut it off with the death wheel, aka grinder and cutting wheel. So now we gotta figure out how to fish this out. So let me put y'all like over here maybe. Over here maybe. This light's horrible. Let me see if I can fish this out somehow. I can bust a knuckle and what comes first. I got my bets in my head. But you know. Oh my goodness, boy. This thing here's finna get the old slice and dicer. That's what's gonna happen. Alright. Well, I'm bringing y'all back. We're gonna take the drive shaft loose, center support band, and transmission out of this dude because I just tried to, you sucker. I just tried to get the wiring harness fed up between the transmission belt housing and the firewall. No bueno. What's up, guys? So we're back. I don't know what you saw before this. It's a whole different day. It's actually Sunday after Black Friday, right before Cyber Monday, whatever. I started to get the transmission out of this piece of junk yesterday, last night, whatever you want to call it. Maybe Friday night, I don't know when it was. Ran into an issue where my swivel sockets was too big around. They're too girthy, as they call it. So I had to go buy some smaller ones, and I'm hoping I can kind of fit it in there and wangle dangle them out. So yeah, we're gonna get this going, and I think I'm gonna put you on a time lapse because I'm gonna cuss and fuss and fight. So we'll get back with you. All right, so here's the dilemma I'm running into. My swivel sockets, I have the little stubby ones. I need either the semi-deep or the long ones. Hobo Freight, China Freight don't sell them. So what we're gonna end up doing, we're gonna do it the hard way. We're gonna take all this off and we're pulling the engine and transmission all out at one unit. So stand by for that. I'm gonna get this lowered down start taking the front off. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna do this the hard way. What I call the hard way. We're gonna end up having to pull the whole, basically the fenders, the whole front clip, bumper, grill, core support, all that. We're gonna yank that out, and we're gonna hook the old cherry picker up that dude, and we're gonna yank her out. Didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to take the transmission out separate, but hey, I guess just more videoing and I'll get something done. I'll get back with you. So to get the grill off on these trucks, there's 4 7mm bolts. There's one directly above the headlight here. There's one on this side of it, and it's a mirror thing. Same thing on this side. There's one here, one here. It slides out. Then you got to undo your turn signals. Then your chrome grill comes off. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on getting this off. These 13mm. Most of this truck, for the big stuff like the fender bolts and all that, it's gonna be 13 or 7mm. Occasionally you run into a 10 or 12. Like the 10mm is for like some of the wiring harness. I know that. This bolt here is a T50. I have one in my toolbox here. So let me get this bumper snatched off. And there's also some bolts under the, kind of like right on this area here, you gotta get to. But let me get all this snatched off and I'll get back with you. Oh, godly. All right, so I'm gonna get this cherry picker pushed up here. We're gonna see what we can do. So it's free. I definitely got it free. I mean, you can see I got 6 inches of the motor mount over there, and there's 2 or 3 over there. So now we're just gonna, where it is, what we hanging up on over here now? I hear her pissing. All right, so it's just these final few wires that I'm gonna label right quick before I yank them apart. I try to do this so I can keep track. So this is the cylinder, temp, coolant, driver. I'm actually gonna pull this sensor out. I'm gonna reinstall it in the other truck, or the other engine. This is just a 14mm bolt that's got some grounds on. Just gonna give her some yanks. Give her another yank. Get a couple jacks of him and yank. Something's not yanking. Oh, fuel line's nice. This little dude here is meant for an iPhone, like for a vlog light. Well, let me tell you, that dude's bright. I don't know, a wrench maybe? I've made a mess under the truck. And I'm gonna have to stop and clean up, I know that. All right, guys, as you've seen, we managed to get the engine out of this S10 here. We got it sitting on the ground right here beside me. I think I'm gonna call this video right here and just try to get it edited up, get it ready to post. I think the next video is definitely gonna be me cleaning my mess I made over here in the floor. I'm gonna take the two side fenders off and this other stuff. I'm gonna wire wheel it. I'm gonna get some rebuild in a can, some of that Walmart Krylon black, probably like a gloss black or something. And then I'm gonna probably post this engine here on Facebook. Just let's see if somebody wants to bite on it. If not, I ain't lost nothing. It'll be scrap value, you know. But I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see y'all on the next one.